Hello and welcome to another video. So this time we're in the IMSA iRacing series at Hockenheimring and we are in the BMW GT3. We've qualified in second place for this one, but we did do our quali on full race fuel and had only practiced on full race fuel for the first 10 or so laps, so I don't think I did a stint more than 10 laps in practice. So struggle with tyres towards the end, but let's see what happens now then.
Okay, Phil, stay calm, focus. Go, go, go!
Good jump on me there, but we got a good jump on the guy behind, so fairly decent start. Just want to keep it clean at the start anyway, so hopefully we can pull away from that guy behind.
There's an incident in turn 10.
What's happening with the LMP2s? Just try and stay with this Merc to start with. And try and keep it as clean as we can, especially here. So easy to get a 102 at that first turn. I'm just using the high downforce iRacing setup with slight adjustments to the traction control and ABS, but that's it. Everything else I've just left how it was.
Incident in Spitzker hairpin. It looks like Moreno.
So we have dropped that car behind now. Just going to try and stick with this guy and hopefully later in the race we can be in the race for P1 still. So we'll just skip ahead a few laps now. We've just been basically hanging on to him best we can and trying to keep up with him here. So I think in order to pass him, gonna need a mistake from him or to do it in the pits, because I think he is quicker than we are. He's basically dragging me along. Like I said, I think he will be quick enough to pull away from me if he can break out of slipstream. Which is why we need to make sure he doesn't break from slipstream.
You're being caught by the LMP2 class cars. Blue flag.
Here come the LMP2s. Hopefully we don't lose out too much.
Car on your right. Blue flag. Clear on the right. The gap in front is now not
LMP2
protected.
slotted in behind, that didn't particularly help me.
Clear on the right.
Luckily I don't think that overly affected us too much. We did lose a bit of ground to him, but hopefully nothing significant.
Okay, Phil, there's a faster car approaching.
Sorry there, brother.
We've got a faster car coming and a lap car. Oh, and he's massively slowed down by that lap car. Oh, wow. I understand him being annoyed by the lap car, but that looked intentional to me. But we'll maybe check that on the replay after the race and see what actually happened.
Right side's clear.
Fucking hell. Sorry about that, mate, didn't see you there.
Right side's clear.
Jesus. I didn't see you'd gone to the outside then. I didn't see that he'd gone to the... I knew we had one catching us as we were catching that car, but I didn't realise he'd gone to our outside on the exit there. Luckily nothing came of it.
Car on your left. Keep your line, you're clear on the left. There's a car on your left. Still there, on the left.
He lost us so much time then. He went for it, but he didn't commit to it. He went for it, but then didn't commit. Which massively slowed us down because it meant he was side by side with us. He should have either done that and waited behind us, or he should have just committed when he went for it. Oh, he's jumping into the pits now.
Okay, Phil, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. The gap behind is now 14 seconds. There's an incident in turn 2. You're now in the lead.
Another off track.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
So easy to get off tracks here. I think I'm going to come in this next lap because I said him in front, he did have more pace than me, so I think on his own, if we both stay out on our own, he's definitely going to jump further ahead of me. And I said I'm having a particularly poor lap here now. Said ever since that pink LMP2 overtook us, it's just thrown us off our rhythm a little bit, with it being an awkward overtaking point. So hopefully we can come into the pits and reset. and get a bit of a rhythm back.
You're halfway home. Should be about 6 minutes of fuel remaining. Right, Phil, there's a faster class car approaching. There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
There's that Merc.
Left side. Left side's clear. Car on your left. Still there. Left side's
That
clear.
was close to that LMP once
Pitted
caught.
now.
We're now still directly right behind him, so he must have had bad traffic on the exit looking at all these cars around him. So the race is on till the end of the race now then. He's made a mistake.
He's still there. He's still there. You are clear on the left. Nice one, Phil. Good pass. Nice front.
So that's us inherited the effective lead of the race at the moment. But as I said, he is a bit quicker than we are.
There's a faster car approaching. On your right. Blue, clear right.
Cannot believe he chose to go by there. Jesus Christ.
The leader's pitting now. There's a guy on your right. He's still there. Clear right. Blue flag. We've had a cover.
Basically forced me off the
Clear
track.
on the right.
So we lost,
Car
got
ahead's
5
pitting.
incident points because of those two passing us, so that was not good at all there.
You're leading.
There we go, everyone has come into the pit, so we have inherited the lead there. What about whether I can handle the pressure now though? Shoes on the other foot.
It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth.
Two mistakes.
Minutes left.
So just skipping ahead a couple of laps here then. We've just been trying to keep him behind us. He's not really had a chance to go for a move yet, but he's still stayed right there the
There's
whole
a group of
time.
faster cars behind.
Oh Jesus
What
Christ.
are you doing?
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
I think the guy behind got hit by him. I deliberately went deep. I don't know if you saw, I lifted off
What was that,
because I
Judge?
saw the lock up.
There's a guy on your right. Right side's clear.
because I saw the lock-up, I sort of turned out the corner and lifted off the brakes. But I think he may have made contact with Joel. But knowing Joel's pace, he'll be right back on us anytime, so got to just keep it smooth while he's off us.
Sorry about the contact, Joel from the board, you mate.
Alright Phil, there's a faster car approaching. Loving this mate, this is perfect. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Car right, car both sides, full rounds clear now.
I lost a lot of time there, so Joel's managed to get right back up behind us. So what happens in multi-class racing? I had a couple of moments like that in the first stint that hindered me and helped me, and Joel just got one that helped him there.
Right side's clear. You're in the lead.
Oh, that was not good. Tyres are definitely worn, especially the rears.
Don't be distracted, defend your position.
Really not racing smooth and clean here. These laps are a bit all over the place. We just need to defend it, that's all. So if we can just carry the speed at the right areas to prevent him from getting a run on us, then we can be as slow as we like through that last sector, because I don't think he's going to be able to catch us. Just need to keep getting the run out of that corner into this corner, and then out of this hairpin as well.
Thanks, mate.
I think P2 spinned it in. Spin to care hairpin.
That's not good, because that's 14 incident points now. He must have braked a bit late, because I felt like I'd gone a bit deep myself there, and he still hit the back of us. And I thought, oh god, he might get a chance on us on the exit, because I felt I went a bit deep into the corner. But hopefully that doesn't happen again. As I said, if he does that again, then we get a penalty.
The gap behind has increased to 1.0. That lap was at 138.82. Past the car behind. Sector 1 is 0.36 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.31 off the pace.
So he's definitely quicker than me.
Right side. Right side's clear.
Safe, please.
Through this bit we don't have to worry too much. If we can just be smooth, then there's nowhere for him to get past us. It's all this first sector where we need to worry about him having a chance to go for the move. And he keeps getting closer and closer.
Left. Hold your nerve, we can win this. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.34 off the pace. Faster car approaching. This guy's the class leader.
And my tyres
Time
feel
to get
shot
defensive,
now.
mate.
I'm struggling to get it stopped at a lot of the corners.
All right. Clear on the right.
Put the traction control up a little bit. See if that helps us.
Car on your right. Right side's clear.
Okay, Phil, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. There's an incident in Nord Curve. Yellow flag. That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Car left. Keep your line. Clear left. On your left. Here on the left.
Push, push, push. We can win this. There's an incident in Mercedes. Yellow flag.
Car on your left side. He's still there. He's still there. Left side's clear.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Race lap just predicts just 2 more laps, but dying now, it's all over us now. Parked it there because I knew he'd probably try the cut back rather than trying to stay on the outside.
Right side. Clear right. Left
Saw that
side.
coming.
There's a faster car approaching.
Left side's clear.
Suppose he's got to try everything, but I saw it coming. tyres
Car
are
on your
shot.
right side. Clear on the right.
Thanks, David.
2 minutes.
Last
fuel
lap now.
remaining.
Oh, and he's made a big
Come on,
mistake
Phil.
there.
One more lap. Keep it together.
Must have been
We'll
pushing
win
hard.
this. That lap time was 1:39.
Just need to not crash now.
Lap times are pretty consistent. We're running on fumes, mate.
We're definitely against a much quicker driver. There's been a bit of a negative display in terms of parking the bus a little bit, being a bit slow through the final sector, just hold him up a little bit. So, but still, you can only win the race you're in. But we still need to get to the end of it now. And as I said, our tyres have definitely been shot at the end.
Two litres remaining. Very little fuel left. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Maybe traction control forward, even though it feels nicer to drive. Maybe that's not the option, maybe it just kills the tyres too much.
1 litre remaining.
Just a couple
Into
corners
the
left now.
hard curve.
Come on! Get in there! What a win.
Charles,
Well done, Phil. Great win. You deserved that today.
Great race that, Joel, mate. You definitely had the pace on me, just that one mistake at a crucial moment. So let's just have a look at this now then. This is where the incident with this lap car happened, where we'd caught the car up in the first stint, where Joel went to pass him and he sort of blocked him. Let's just look what happens. As you see here, this car can see he's there. Yes, he doesn't have to move out of the way, but he's clearly got damage or something because he's a hell of a lot slower. And then here, he sort of then just doesn't move. Is it even netcode or do they actually hit? It is netcode, but they were going to hit no matter what. But it's just a weird one because he clearly must have damage because he's before he brakes. Look at the gaining speed here. Like slow mo. Look how much he's gaining. So this car would have been better, but he doesn't have to. But he'd have been better moving out the way here. And this is where he's obviously not expecting him to be so slow, or would have probably dove to the inside there. Then they come round here, and he needs to just switch right across. But I think he's expecting this car to pull across, and he doesn't. And then, really, when he's off the track, I think that is Joel's fault. But really, the lapped car could have took much better. Once he sees him here, just pull to the right, just pull across to the right, out the way. Unless he's worried about me. But see, I'm not particularly close to them at this point. See, because I see all this going on, I'm a bit more cautious around the first corner because of it. And then they go there, and obviously then he ends up crashing out. So, not as bad as it looked live, but just an awkward one there. Both Joel and, I don't know who the lap car was, Chris, could have done better because he's definitely got to have had some sort of damage. He's the first car being lapped. He's not braking yet, and he's so slow into there. So he's clearly got some sort of damage. Yeah, because look, he's just so slow. So I think really he could have avoided the situation, but it's on Joel because it's up to him to get out the way, to get by. So it's an awkward one, though. I think that. Right, so let's just have a look at this now then. This is where we come out the pits, because this is where the race was won, in my opinion. Was we obviously pitted straight after him because we wanted to see, we knew he had pace, so we didn't want him in clean air on his own. We wanted to still be at least in his slipstream when we come out the pits to give ourselves a chance at the win, which is why I decided to pitch straight the lap after him, but we did get stuck in a bit of traffic because of it. But as you see, this is where we come out now, and you can just see.
Watch your mirrors, don't cross the white line.
He's just going to come round in a minute, just as we get to the end of the pit lane. So here he is now. So he just manages to stay ahead of us, but we're very, very close there, slightly closer than when we went in the pit. This car makes it a little bit awkward, but still not too bad. And then this is where he makes his mistake. I don't know if it's because he's just held on to the position or it's these extra cars in front. Maybe he's got a bit more slipstream. He's been out the front. He's not had huge slipstream into this corner. And he just goes too deep, which allows us to get on his inside. We give him space, but we do manage to get a better exit. And that's what gets us the lead there. And as I said, I think really us getting the lead there, that's what wins us the race, because he was much quicker than we were. So we had to get in the lead and hold him off, because I think on that second stint, the way our tyres felt near the end, because I'm not used to doing these longer races, you know, I don't think I'd have kept with him. I think he'd have run away and won the race. So we had to get past him, and we did there. So I think that's what's won us the race there. So here's that incident with the LMPs then. It's actually this Sam that, to be honest, he was passing alright when he was passing. But see what happens now. So yeah, he chooses not to go. And it looks like the guy behind him thought they were going to go for it. Hits the back of him, spinning him out. And it was at this point that, go to my cockpit view. Don't know if you could see the mirror. Yeah. So as you see there, I saw in the mirror there, I just saw the smoke and the car sideways. So obviously as I come into the corner, I actually lift off the brakes more because I'm worried I lost sight of him and didn't know where he was. So I actually go deep, but he is quite away from me, to be honest. But maybe if I hadn't lifted off the brakes, maybe I would have been collected. But as I said, so I totally missed the apex because, as I said, I just see this torpedo coming towards me and then lose sight of him and had no clue where he was. But then unfortunately here, Joel, not really anywhere to go, he's just sliding across. And he obviously ends up making contact. And Sam's obviously not too happy about that. So this is just where he runs into the back of me. I'm not quite sure if it was just, obviously he hadn't been following as much, he'd been in clear air more often, whereas I'd been used to following. But if we just watch, see, we brake earlier than he does. And obviously we've got the clean air, and I thought I was going deep. Yeah, so he just, nothing deliberate in that, just a missed brake, and he has tried to keep his, he could have probably kept it straighter to avoid us really, but nothing deliberate in that. It was just unfortunate with the extra incident points it gave us, because we'd already had a contact with an LMP2 going by that was nothing really, but gave us a 4X, so it is what it is. So this was his final hurrah now then. This is where he went for that switch back to the inside last minute to try and get the move on me, and went too deep, and I think this is where the race sort of ended up dwindling out. He, instead of having a couple of more attempts to overtake me, went for one hurrah to try and get me, and didn't quite work out. But let's just see what happened now then. So as you see, we're coming in, we're looking for 150 to the curb, somewhere like that for braking. Seeing he brakes really early, pulls to the inside, lifts off and brakes again. Let's just have a... Yeah, so he brakes super early so that I end up ahead of him, as I'm obviously trying to keep him this side of me and coming across. So it was a good little effort. Then he's lifted off to get to the inside and then braked again, so the lift off to get ahead of me. and have the inside, but I saw it. So if you see, I stay a lot wider this time because I saw it. Once he'd done it, he's done it. So I saw it, so I stayed a lot wider to try and turn back. And as you see, he did. He just went in too deep and couldn't get it turned. And then we got it turned there and run away. And then I think it was later on this lap he made a little error that just gave us that enough breathing space for the last couple of laps. So great race with Joel there. Not the greatest move, but totally understand why he went for it. We had the awareness to see him going for it, and it was a good attempt at a move. Just went that little bit too deep. As I said, it was a struggle because you couldn't really get a run down the main straight. I had it in the first stint. He had it in the second stint. Just couldn't get a run on me. And then after that, I was just trying to keep it clean so he's got nowhere to even attempt to pass and not worry about him. And then again, just at the first part of the lap, just try and get good exits so he can't get a run on me. And it worked in the end. So let's go check the results out now then. So as you can see now then, that was split 2, 1.5k strength for field, so not the biggest strength for field. We gained 75 I rating, so that's good. And we did actually gain a tiny bit of safety rating. Must be because of the number of laps, because I didn't think we would with, obviously, how many incident points? We have 14 incident points in the end. So 8 of them not really our fault, and the rest mostly at the final turn and the first turn. So easy to just run that little bit wide at both of them. So you see, yeah, a lot of people 19, 15, 15, 11. A lot of people have quite a few. Joel was 15, yeah. So, and then this guy, I think, was slowly catching us at the end. He was just gaining and gaining and gaining. And you see, he didn't finish. His average lap time was not massively below ours. And I think he was 14 seconds behind us after the pit stops. So he just gained and gained and gained as we were fighting each other and losing time. But as I said, Joel definitely had more pace than me, so I had to, once I got that lead, I had to just try and hold him off, even though it was losing us time, because that was my only way to get the win. And I went full out for the win and got it, so I'm very happy with that result there. So let me know your thoughts on that race in the comments below and on any of them incidents. And if you enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.